Hello, empowering parents. This week's live is is entitled Holidays. They don't look the same for everyone, and that is okay. We will get into that a little bit. I'll give it a few seconds to see if a few people join. I know it's a very busy, very stressful, high intensity, lots of emotion, lots of excitement, time of year. Um, in the school setting, definitely feeling it. Lots of high emotion, lots of high anticipatory anxiety and excitement around the upcoming holidays, the 2 full weeks off. I think it's 7 more week ups, but who's counting? 2 full weeks off this holiday season will be very nice. I did want to talk a little bit about the holiday gift list that I posted. I was trying to set up a Instagram, nope, trying to set up an Amazon account so that I can have like a holiday store. Amazon is not very user friendly in that manner, although it seems like many people do that, and I'm having a hard time because I guess I don't have enough followers. It keeps kicking me, so I can't be a what they call an influencer. I can only be I forget what they call it exactly. So I did set up the links, and I believe a lot of you said that you were able to get into it, which is great. And those recommendations are really just items and toys and products that I have used or that have been recommended to me that I know my students or clients really like, are either regulating or simulating or engaging. You know your child best, so really want to, during when you're buying gifts, you really want to try to find gifts that are based around their special interest. Even if you have a 13, 14, 15, 18-year old, and if they like Barney or Bluey or Paw Patrol, um, it's okay to buy gifts that are based around Paw Patrol if they're 13. um, you can mix them in with gifts that are quote unquote more age appropriate, but whatever makes them happy, whether it's a tracing board and they can trace pictures, puzzles, figurines. Really try to base your gift giving on your child's special interest and their strengths, whatever they're good at. If they're good at math, buy a lot of math toys. If they love it and it's engaging and they get super excited about it, and even the little number blocks and they're counting by tens and fives, and some children really love that. So with gift giving, you want to try to really base it on your child's strengths and special interests. Um, with that being said, holidays are stressful. Holidays are stressful for families with neurotypical kids, and can even be more stressful if you have a neurodivergent child. And your holiday may look very different from other families' holidays, and that's okay. Um, for parents and adults, holidays can be very stressful because you feel like you have to live up to the societal norms and what Hallmark commercials look like or Christmas commercials look like, and traditions and trees and decorations, and try all these foods, and you have to wear your pretty little frilly dress with the really scratchy underlayment in it, or sequins. Even just saying this is, take a breath. It's okay if you want to make Christmas or Hanukkah or any holiday that you celebrate a pajama holiday. It's okay. Make it sensory friendly. I'm going to go through 10 items that I think are most important around the holidays when you have an autistic or neurodivergent child that will hopefully help you through the holidays. We do have 2 weeks. Well, exactly 2 weeks from today is Christmas, and I believe Hanukkah and Kwanzaa all start on the same day. I may be off by a couple of days, but they all start around the same time this year, which is nice. So, number one, safe foods and family meals. if you go someplace and there are a lot of different foods for your child, and your child either has AFRID or sensory sensitivities to textures or different foods, and they bring all the safe foods. Find all of the, hot packs or cold packs, and just bring a backpack lunchbox cooler full of all of your child's safe foods if you are traveling or going visiting other family members over the holidays. It will help them to stay regulated and feel safe and comfortable, and it will also help your day go a little bit more smoothly. Uh, you know, it seems like super simple to us, maybe, but we don't want to be forcing our sensory and food sensitive kids to be trying new foods around the holidays. Let's work on feeding therapies. And if you're, introducing new foods or whatever it may be, maybe we take a step back during the holidays and try to enjoy them as much as we can. Um, Make some sensory friendly adjustments as much as you can. Uh, get family gatherings can be very overwhelming, very loud, very bright, a lot of things happening. Aunt June wants to hug everybody and squish everybody and kiss you on the face. Maybe you can do a little pre family education and say, you know what, Joe really doesn't like to be hugged and smushed. And, if he says, no, I don't want to hug, he's not trying to be offensive. He's not trying to be rude or disrespectful. It's just overwhelming for him. And he's not okay with that. And it's okay. It's okay for you and for your child to advocate for their needs. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be hugged. I know a lot of adults and a lot of children who, we can fist pump, we can high five, we can do a handshake. Air hugs are great. We learned that during COVID, but truly, air hugs are great. A lot of kids, a lot of people, a lot of adults don't want to be touched. It's just too much. And that's okay. I would have an exit plan. I've even, read a lot of comments and heard a lot of stories about even kids, families with little kids, and holidays are long days. Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is you're celebrating, going to different families' houses, going to grandma's, having people at your house. It's okay to have an exit plan. No, read your child's body language. If they're old enough to understand, tell them when you're ready to go, we can go. We're going to pack everything up and we're going to get in the car, and it's okay, but let us know. Um, or wherever you're going, try to make a safe, kind of quiet corner. Ask the homeowner, or whoever it is that you're going to visit, hey, is there a safe place or a quiet place, an extra bedroom somewhere that I can set up your child's books, toys, headphones, whatever it may be that they need? Is there a space in your home where I can set up a quiet, safe space for my child in case they're getting overloaded, in case they say, hey, I need a break, this is too much, I don't want to be in the living room, dining room, kitchen anymore, I need a quiet, calm space anymore. As adults, we can hide in the bathroom. Like, I need to go to the bathroom, I use that all the time. Like, sometimes it's just too much and I need to take a deep breath because of emotions, because of family intricacies. And you know what, as adults, we can get up and go to the bathroom, take a walk, go outside. But we need to be observant and help our children understand that it's also okay for them to take a break during a gathering. And if they know that they have a space in a house wherever they are that they can go to, it will help them to feel safer and maybe a little bit more regulated, because they know they have that safe space to go to, or they know that they're able to say, hey, mom, dad, in whatever mode of communication that they're using, it's time to go. Or, we're just observant as parents. We just know it's just time to go. And that's okay. And if family at that time has a problem with it, That's okay too. You can revisit that after you leave. Getting into it in the moment probably isn't the best decision. I'm really sorry. We really need to go. Jack is overwhelmed. Sam is, we just need to take a nap. We need to go home. We need some quiet time. And then, you can follow up with a phone call afterward to see if that conversation needs to happen further. So have an exit plan. Flexible traditions. Be flexible with your traditions. I know traditions are big around the holidays. Even in my own family, for the last, I don't even know, whatever year Polar Express came out, I think my daughter was 2 or 3 at that time. She's now 26. Every Christmas Eve, we have holiday matching pajamas and we watch Polar Express. It's something that I know I look forward to every year. I get a little kickback from them. But even for my own family, I come from a divorce. I'm divorced, so my holidays are different. My holidays don't happen on the day of the holiday a lot every other year. We celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve every other year. Every other year, we celebrate Thanksgiving the day after, or the day before, or 2 days after, just so we're able to still connect. And that's okay too. If it's too much on the day of, as long as you're together and saying, hey, this is our Christmas, that's okay. Does it have to be on the 25th? No. Does it have to be on the first day of Hanukkah? I'm not sure how much you can depend on that, but it's up to your family. It's your house, your rules, your family, your rules. You do what feels safe for your family and comforting for your family. You can modify and create new traditions that fit your family's unique makeup, unique needs, um, and make it fun and safe and regulating for your households. Good Something else that you might want to make beforehand and pre-planning, if you do know where you're going or where you'll be traveling, social stories and visual schedules are wonderful. Ask if you're going to grandma's house or aunt's house or someplace new, especially if your child has not been there before. Give a phone call to wherever you're going and say, hey, can you take pictures of the rooms, maybe the front of the house, the driveway, the bathroom? I'm trying to put a social story together for my child so that they feel a little bit more comfortable when we come to your house. If you need help making a social story, please reach out. I am well versed in social stories. I can make them incorporating your child's special interests. I can make visual schedule. Visual schedules are also very, very helpful. Even, I have something that I created. I live by first things first. First, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, next, we're going to do this. It's a dry erase. I have it laminated and we erase, and as we go, we're using it. A child can use it throughout their entire day. It really takes place of that. First, you have to do this, then you get your special interest. It's more of just a guide throughout the day, and it helps children to feel a little bit more regulated and takes the um, unexpected out of the routine. So it increases their ability to understand what's happening, gives them more. They know what's coming next. Honor, as always, honor their communication needs. Whether your child is speaking or non-speaking, uses AAC. Make space for their communication style. Educate family. Make sure family knows this is the way that they're communicating. Maybe your child is a speaking child, but during times of high anxiety or dysregulation, different circumstances, they become a non-speaking child, and they need to use their AAC device, or they need to use their picture exchange, or they need to point to things or drag you to, or pull you over to something, or they need to text it out, or they want to show you a picture on their phone. I mean, we are using AAC all day long. It's augmentative and alternative communication. When you send a text message, that's AAC. You're using an alternate form of communication to replace your spoken language. That's a different conversation, but have alternate means maybe of communication for your child, whether it's a whiteboard, whether it's pictures, maybe they have the AAC device. Um, Validate their communication, honor their communication needs, explain to family that, maybe they're going to use a device today, maybe they're going to write it to you, maybe they're going to point it, and that's okay also. um, Big gatherings may not be for everybody. Maybe you need to stay home. Maybe you need to invite grandma and grandpa and Aunt Jody and Uncle Sam, making up all these names, over for a really quiet and calm holiday. Maybe, you know what, this year's been a hot mess and you're stressed out and you just want to stay home and have Christmas with your immediate family, and that's okay. Don't let the expectations of the holidays and the expectations of everybody else, which can be hard, um, stress you out and make you feel like you have to. You don't have to. It's your family, it's your child, they are your children. You don't have to go to your brother's house, your sister's house, your parents' house. And you know what? You want to take a year off, or you say, you know what? Maybe we can do something this weekend or next week. But this Christmas, we just want to stay home as a family. We want to be in our pajamas all day and just lay around and play with our toys and regenerate, recoup, re-energize. That's the word I was looking for. Re-energize, and just connect as a family, because it is, we're all running all day long. School and work and after school and extracurricular and everything that comes along with that. And it's nice to be able to just stay home with your family and, you know what, watch Christmas movies all day. Just sit and play. Play is the best way to connect with your kids. Embrace movement and stimming. Holidays don't have to be about sitting still, watching a movie, sitting at the dinner table. Mind your manners. Our neurodivergent children and autistic, especially autistic children, ADHD children, have a lot of trouble with sitting still, sitting at the table. Have built in regulatory stimming movement activities. You know what? Hey, grandma, he can't sit at the table today. He's going to stand up and eat his dinner, or he needs to, take a bite, walk around, and come back. We will try as best as possible to keep him at the table. Again, it goes, that education piece kind of goes both ways. We're trying really hard to support our students and our kids and our families, and having them understand societal norms, while also giving them, you know the ability to advocate and say, I can't sit here right now, I don't want to sit here right now, I can't sit at the table with everybody, can I sit at the table later? um, let them move, let them stim, go for a walk outside if you're able to do that. You know your child best. You know when they're becoming dysregulated, you know when they need a break. So honor that, let them advocate for that, help them advocate for that. Model the language. I really need a break, can we go outside, can we go to a different room, kind of like we were saying before. Incorporate any self-regulatory activities during the holidays that you can for your kids, so that, so they feel good, because it is so overstimulating. Christmas lights and Christmas music and holiday music and holiday lights, and everything's bright and everything's stimulating and everybody's amped up. So every day they're pretty much starting with a full cup, and when their cup is full, and then they're going throughout their day and it's already overflowing, and they're, you start with, they say, the spoon theory. You start with 10 spoons, and before they even walk out the front door, they've used half of their spoons and they only have 5 spoons left. And, maybe the car ride, they use all of their spoons in their car ride, because their seatbelt is on and their shoes are on and their coat is scratchy and they're in their dress, or they're in their tights and they're in their tight dress shoes. I say, you know what? Can it all. Slippers and Crocs and comfy clothes, and let them pick out what they want to wear, and it's okay. It's okay. Look at the silly Christmas picture. We all have different things on. We all like different things. Look at the silly faces. Look at the chaos. I guess embrace the chaos when you can. Managing sensory overload. Oh, I already talked about this. Managing sensory overload from decor and lights. You know, the lights, the flashing lights, the loud music, the strong scents. Like I even have like my balsam candles, and my kids are about to be home from college, and some of them don't like that smell, and I love it. So I know when they're around, probably not going to like that candle. Well, I probably will, but I know that they don't like it. Um, and I'm sure you're well aware of your child's sensory needs, the smells, the lights, the sounds. You also want to be careful with the flashing lights with children who are prone to seizures and other things that can be triggered by flashing lights. So you always want to be careful about that. We also, during our break, we're like, we need to fill up every moment of everything. Where are the activities? What can I get them into? We need to keep moving. We need to do this. Um, a lot of times we focus on, we got to go, go, go. They have to be plan, plan, plan. We have to program, program, program. Get them in this program. Get them. I love extracurricular activities. I think they are a key component. I think they should be on everybody's IEP. I think every family should be trying their best to get their child in at least one extracurricular activity. However, it's so important to help our children learn how to self soothe, be calm, regulate, and be bored. Within boredom, that's when creativity, language, communication, connection really blossoms. Our society has become very go, 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 go. We have to constantly go, constantly go. The cell phones, we have to go here, we have to go there, we have to go to the mall, we have to meet for coffee, we have to be, we need a sensory class, we need a movie night, we need a parent night, jumping gym, I mean, there's so much out there now. But sometimes we just need to be home. Sometimes we just need to, be able to sit with a book and a puzzle, and, a lot of the things that I put on the holiday gift suggestions are things to you can, make your home that safe space for your kids if you're able to, especially through OPWDD. A lot of those materials can be reimbursed through OPWDD, the swings and anything sensory based, the toys, the items, it's all reimbursable through OPWDD. I was just talking to a parent the other day, and I said, "Is there anywhere in your house where you can make it like a sensory area? It doesn't have to be this child's bedroom. When you have neurodivergent children and or autistic ADHD children, if you have the space, or even if you don't, you might need to get rid of your dining room table and make your dining room a sensory area, and buy one of those climbing gyms, and put in a swing, and have a trampoline, and those cushions that they can build and climb around and jump on, and make your home a safe space for them, so you don't have to constantly be running and driving, because you have to take care of yourself also. When you're burnt out from doing all of the things, um, children have hyper awareness to when their family is stressed or anxious or angry, tired. They know they're absorbing all of that, and if we're giving that and providing that, they're feeding off of that, and that's not helping them be regulated. So if they see mom, dad, grandma, aunt, whoever is taking care of them, look, they're able to disconnect. They're able to sit and relax, even sit in that space with them. Jump on the trampoline, make up silly games, put colored squares with colored paper, tape them to the floor, and, jump around, or by the squishy squares, or the climbing tiles. Make an obstacle course in your house, and just be home and relax, or just sit and read a book and put on some calming music, and help them to learn how to be calm and to be okay, and self-soothe and take a breath, and just relax. um and then my last point is setting boundaries with family. Super, super difficult, super hard, super uncomfortable. Some of you are very, very good at it, and I commend you. I struggle with it every single day. It is really, really hard. Family dynamics are hard. Having special needs children on top of that is even harder. It's okay to explain to your family and extended family about your child needs and set those boundaries to what you and your family, immediate family, are comfortable with. You don't have to justify your choices, you don't have to explain them. You can set that boundary, and that's your boundary because you're trying to keep your family safe and your family regulated and your child okay, and make sure that they are safe and secure and seen and happy. Um, Nobody's really here, so I'm kind of talking to myself. I hope you watch the replay. If you have any questions, as always, questions help kind of guide me on how to support you. I am not sure if I will do a live next week. Just looking at the calendar. My next week is a little crazy with holiday parties and get togethers, and end of last week of school in the school setting is going to be eventful, to say the least. Um, Again, this is all just suggestions from my experience and my personal background and working in the school setting. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you have any suggestions, also please reach out. I hope the holiday gift list is a good guide for you. If you need specific recommendations, reach out. I'm always available through email, DM, private message, whatever you want to call it. Just comment in the thread. And I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, the end of this week, and we power through next week. We're almost there. We're getting there. Have a wonderful night, and I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.